All right, good afternoon, good morning, good evening, wherever you are joining from. Welcome back to Dan's Trades. As always, please pause the video, read the disclaimers here. I am not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. This is purely me doing video documentation, video journaling of my trades and talking about things that I do. Whether that helps you, that's fantastic. I'm not selling anything, I'm not teaching anything, I'm purely talking about what's working for me. All right, that aside, let's jump into what we did for today first. There's a lot going on here. I'm not going to go into all of them. Let's just jump into the 1 minute chart and let's maximize this guy. All right, so here we have, there's current. So we're in the Asian session right now. Here's today's activity. Today we had CPI, I believe. Take a look over here real quick on my calendar. Today is, by the way, August 14th, 2024. Yes, we did have CPI at 8:30, which was right here. So let's zoom into that bad boy. There's the CPI at 8:30. Did not trade it. Obviously, never try trading in front of this. And if you haven't figured it out yet, I use ICT Concepts solely. I am listening to Michael himself in the 2024 mentorship. Thank you, sir. I appreciate everything you're doing. Thank you for Caleb helping out. But this is all purely me using those concepts and applying them in my trading. I have been around trading for over a decade. Maybe I'll go into more history other times, but I do not recommend, or I personally don't trade before it. So I wait till after. So here we had the high and the low. Not very interesting. If you take a quick look at, let me jump back over to the NQ side. We'll go into the 1 minute chart on there, just so you can see the difference here. Let's maximize that one. And bring it down. Here's the CPI report, same time, 8:30. Oh, look. Isn't that interesting? It just happened to hit that PM session back from August 13th. So I personally save session highs and lows. The only indicator I have now is the freebie one, ICT kill zones, and the watermark up here just showing Dan's trades. So not doing anything with anything else outside of something else I'll talk about maybe a little bit later. All right, so that's just from the basic indicator. I don't even need to show. Let me remove this. I'm tweaking it as I go everywhere, so I'm just going to do it on the fly, or else I'll forget. I'm just going to take off the text. I don't need the text right now. I'll get that out of there. I'm tweaking them. I got too many charts, as you've seen. You don't need this many, but that's what I like. I know what you personally like. All right, so I just wanted to show the difference between NQ and ES there. That's very interesting. How price just happened to go all the way down there before it turned back around and closed, and then took out the liquidity from Tuesday in Asia. All right, so I was very interested in those points. All right, yeah. Tuesday's PM and then Tuesday's Asia. The high and the low is what got tagged during the CPI report today. All right, so let's jump back over to ES, or technically MES, since I am reducing risk right now. And I will say I am documenting everything as I go here. This is my live account. And I'm going to show, so as I mentioned, I'm not teaching, I'm not mentoring, I'm not doing any of that. I have done that in the past. This is just me showing, but I'm going to show you what it's like in real life. So I feel like a lot of people make a lot of videos out there and sell a lot of courses to generate their own revenue, and God bless them for that. If that's the way you need to do it, then do it. When it comes to trading, I've been around the block enough. I've learned enough things that I'm only sticking with the ICT concepts, and I already lost the train of thought I was going there. So if you like listening to Michael, you might listen to me because I'll tend to go off on tangents too. That's probably why I like listening to him. But all right, long story short, let's get into the New York AM session. So CPI came out, started watching it. Yes, I am listening to his live. Yes, I have been trading with his concepts for a while. So yes, I am trading live money. I have went through the demo phase. Do not skip it. I did not skip it. I maybe have attempted to skip it in the beginning, but I came back, which is also part of why this one's trading micros. All right, so what do we see? Price had not gotten to either the high or the low coming into the 9:30 open. At 9:30, we started watching for price not want to come up here and take it out. We were not respecting this BISI. This fair value gap was not respected, but the CBI was respected. So CBI was formed, post to open, price is moving down, makes another fair value gap. And it was at that point that I started becoming interested. So then we watched it break, market structure shift here, swing low. We have a break of market structure right here. So this is confirming my order flow coming lower. Price comes all the way down, retraces back up, tags it for IOFED, not once but twice, moves down below again, up and it forms another CBI, trades right back up into it. I took a trade right here. Here's roughly a 1-to-1 going after 21 points, 20-point stop loss, or tick, excuse me, not point, so 5 points. As they say, you can do anything with 5 points, you scale it. I've seen people in Discord rooms say, why aren't you retired then? Guess what, sir, I do work for myself, so thank you very much. It's neither here nor there, it doesn't matter. I am personally only listening to ICT and I'm avoiding all my Discords now. I'm avoiding everything except for him. Long story short, it's what I've learned. You do what works for you. There is great information in the ones that I've mentioned in other videos, and there are great people that I've met along the way. But I know how I learn best. And that's what you need to find out, how you learn best. So this was the first trade. Admittedly, I did take this one off early because I saw SMT, thinking this could be a potential reversal to already come back up. So I did close the trade early here in profit. We did continue lower, so I saw market chop here. This was right at the end of the macro as well, so look at the time here. 9:50 to 10:10 macros. First trade. Second trade was right at the end of the macros, literally on the 10:10 window. I executed a second trade. A little bit tighter stop loss since I didn't need it to be above the swing high. And I had my target down here. Target was, kept it at 1-to-1 because my target was taken off this low. Normally you wouldn't short again here because we're at such a discount, but only because of the research I've done that led me to have confidence that this low is going to get taken up. And that's exactly why I took this second trade. Didn't trade anymore with that. Started listening to ICT again. So I feel I've personally mastered my ability to listen to him even when he's live and not affect my trading. Had nothing to do with what he was seeing. I don't even think he was calling where price was going at the time. At the exact moment, I don't remember. I'll go back and listen to it again. They're fantastic though. This is what I missed last year. If you hadn't heard in the previous videos, I found ICT last year in a funded account chat rooms. Had no idea who he was until about August, give or take. So I caught the end of it until he was gone in November, but that was way too advanced for me at the time. So I've been spending the better part of my time studying around here, and we're coming up to August. So I've been exposed to ICT for around a year, give or take now, and trading it live for over 6 months. Since I had 10 years experience, I'm able to do that. I'm not telling you what to do. You know what you can do. So I love trading lunch stop trades. Saw a nice swing high here with a CBI to follow it in a new time. We're honoring this CBI and took a short. Nice, easy one. I only took the very top half of this, and I will show you that now. Here's my lunch scalp. 54.83 down to 54.78. You say, well, Dan, that's only kept going all the way down here. Guess what? My model's 5 points right now. And that's, I'm taking it and I'm running for the hills. We started with one contract before, now we're at 2 micros. We'll just keep scaling up. And the other point is here is I was targeting this. Let me draw it in to the point now where I don't have to draw everyone because you can see it, you will get there. Just targeting this busy that was formed as an exit. Internal range liquidity. External range liquidity down to internal range liquidity. Could it and would it, did it go lower? Absolutely. I was also taking it off early. I'll talk about those trades too in a second. I was also targeting here for any potential reversals that could have went back up when it reached the New York AM session high. So that's possible, because that is another model that trades at times. But long story short, 5 points, get out. Perfect re-entry, pyramid entry here, potential, and then trading down to half point in that range. Let's throw a fib on that quick, just because I'm curious right now looking at it. 50%. Yeah, beautiful target. This would have been the prime time target. First partial, second partial, terminus. We'll graduate to it. Love it. All right, so there's the lunch raid trade. Maybe I'll coin that phrase, lunch raid trade. I like it. And then the earlier sessions I was talking about, the New York AM session, going into the 950 to 1010 macro. Selling at 54.56 right as we see right there. One thing I'm getting better at again is going from market back to limit orders. Let's jump this down to a 15 seconds so it's a little bit easier. That's where we are executing. Whoops. Don't do that. Just move. Thank you. All right, so we got the 1 minute fair value gaps drawn in there, and we'll see where that falls into play with the fair value gaps. Oh, one thing I will note, let me jump back to 1 minute real quick. The other reason that I took that off early is, I'm remembering too many things at the same time. Sorry. That's the way it goes. Don't worry, it'll be worth it. Yeah, the other reason I was didn't take this one off with the SMT and the relative equal highs right here. Could have easily been a target where the IL Fed was. So that was the other reason that I wasn't feeling this trade. As you'll hear ICT himself say, once you start feeling something, you need to do something about it. So that's part of building discipline. So first trade I was in, as you see right here, 54, 56, 50. Market ordered in based off of this, the 1 minute fair value gap. That's how bad as it's come back up to it. Let's roll over to a 30-second one. So I'm taking a look at that view. That does not look like when I traded this morning. It's fine. All right. All right, so key point here as well is fair value gap is being respected. Yes, the wicks are going above, doing the damage. No body close above consequent encroachment. Very important. And I have heard some good things about consequent encroachment, so pay attention if you're listening to them. I did re-enter, as you see later, for the final one we mentioned. So there's on the 30-second chart how that guy looked. That was based on right here. Let me draw that fair value gap in just so you can see it. That's the one there. Come on over, there we go. Alright, sorry about that if I got you sick. That should be slid over one, there we go. Exit was right here. There's the exit, which was targeting. What did we say? I'll just 54.47.25. We'll just keep it right there, and I'll scroll this back. News report low. That was the exact target. Loved it. So, long story short, today was 3 for 3. No other trades, no other garbage going on. Breakaway gap on the 1 minute chart. I'll jump back to the 1 minute. It's got a breakaway gap, IO Fed. So multiple things I'm seeing layered on confluence. Earlier entries, absolutely, but it's also right at 9:30. So I don't like to take trades at 9:32. So I like to wait until the macro, window, execute. But this is all based on adding confidence and confluence. Relative equal highs, spike up at 9:30, price moving down, broke structure, entry. We had multiple entries. I took multiple entries, took multiple exits at valid partial ranges based on rules, based on discipline. Sounds easy once you get to that, and when you're able to do stuff like that, it's not easy. Don't let me or make it sound too easy, because it's not. There's fair value gaps everywhere, right? Could I have targeted this one? Yeah. It all depends on what you want to do as a trader. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just telling you what's working for me. So there's a lunch, so out of curiosity, and just to show, I took nothing else in PM because I anticipated, after sweeping both sides of the news, took the sell side, took the buy side. We're just gonna pitter patter, do nothing. So no more trades. I was done. Off doing other things now. We're in Asia. So that is the trade review for today. We'll probably leave her at that. I will close it with, if you're trying to learn ICT concepts and you're in multiple groups, multiple memberships, whatever it is, I don't care who it is, and you haven't found consistent profitability yet, go to the source. It's free. Go to ICT's channel and find what works for you, because I am going to tell you after this time, and you don't have to believe me because I'm not selling you anything. I'm telling you what I have personally witnessed is you only need what he shares. Yeah, he's long-winded. Guess what? You stay alert for those gems and diamonds that are tucked in. And if you already have some experience, just get into 2024. It's going to change everything for you. He does share some things that haven't been shared before, as far as I know. I have seen all of 2022 multiple times. Mentorship for model 2022. I've seen 3/4 probably of 2023 now, and that's only as of the last few months because I was mistakenly looking for things in his absence. Had I just continued on 2023, I would have been perfectly fine. Now, I'm not trying to take anything away from the people there. I met Kit in person. I met 2 Degrees in person. I met A Trades Daily. I met Focus. I met Captain Matt Mickey. I've met a few other guys were there, whatever, down in Miami. Thank you, Kit. I appreciated it. DRICT is a great group of guys. TOTK is great people. Zeusie's great. I have not met Zeusie. He wasn't in that trip, but I had to personally see it because I've been around enough things around the block. I've been through internet marketing bullshit not technically MLM crap that you hear other people talk about, but just in general, internet advertising, internet marketing, different ways to make money. I've had multiple revenue streams for years now because I went through being laid off. So I will say if you're only counting on one stream of income, you should probably look to augment that unless you feel comfortable. At the end of the day, it only matters to you. I'm only telling you what's worked for me and what I've lived through, and I am going to be 52 in a few months, so it's the other reason I talked to you. I feel this attachment, whatever. Long story short, if you're trying to find strategy hopping, whether it's different concepts, whatnot, just focus on what ICT is doing right now. You can't get better than that. It's gonna, and the price is right. If you love someone else and it's working for you, stick with it. I'm not telling you to stop. I'm just telling you if you haven't found what you're looking for, just go back to ICT. Go listen to his stuff. Go listen to his stuff. The other thing that I didn't realize, since I did only find them coming up on a year ago, is all the Twitter spaces. And I will give a shout out to, who is the guy's channel that I follow for that. Let me pull it up on my other system over here. Ubiquity. UBIQUITY. I subscribe to his channel, her channel, whoever they are, and I listen to purely the Twitter Space archive of 84 episodes. I have listened to it, and I'm listening to it in order, in chronological order, while listening to the 2023 mentorship. So I'm up to like the July time frame, which is just past halfway on the Twitter Space archives. And just for curiosity, since I don't remember half the time anyways, as far as 2023 mentorship goes, that is also 66 out of, so yeah, a little bit past half, so it's 105 videos in 2023. I'm right around the 67 mark in July. One trade setup for life's coming. I think I've seen that video before. I've seen some here and there, so I'm just filling in the spaces where I started when I didn't understand it, but now that I've had time to digest it and hear it enough times, the magic number is 7. I learned when I was young, you have to hear it, read it, write it, speak it, say it, whatever, at least a minimum of 7 times for your brain to remember it. Whether that's still valid or not, I don't know or care, but that's just it worked for me when I was younger. So whether you're writing things down, journaling them, talking about them, reading them multiple times, it's going to take you multiple times. You're not just going to watch one video and get it. I just think that it's taken me a long time to be able to do this, because before I'd be in here, oh, we're going short. No, stopped out. No, stopped out. 1, 2, 3 drives, 4 drives. It's a lot of drives. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's almost two sets of 3 drive patterns. If you're down in the 1 minute chart, I see 3 highs there. I see 3 highs here, with one stuck in the middle. Probably a big ass breaker right here. Maybe that's why I moved down multiple times. Gee, imagine that. But yeah. Listen to 2024 if you know some things. If you don't know anything, if you're just starting with ICT, start with 2022. Then go through core content. Then go through 2023. Then go through 2024. That's about what I've done. So that's that. So I'll stop saying thanks and all that stuff. I just wanted to pitch that out there. And I will say that in my trading career, I've traded stocks, Forex, futures, crypto slightly. That's about it. But futures was always my main focus. I went through long enough where it was that I learned from another mentor out there that thought was leading me in the right path. Probably had the best intentions. Works for him. Doesn't work for me long term, profitability wise, consistency wise. Maybe that was just my discipline at the time, maybe not, but I am built on logic. That's why this stuff works for me. I'm an engineer by trade. whether it's cars or computers, fixing things, taking it apart, putting it back together. It's why I gravitate towards Michael and the ICT concepts, because they make sense once you understand time. It's easier said than understood. If you're struggling, just keep going. You will get it. You will see it. Once you see it, you can't unsee it. And I know that sounds easy too, but it'll make sense once you get there. This will probably be the last video that I leave comments open on, so I do approve them right now, and I am finding that after listening to even like a Twitter space that I just listened to from like July 5th, and as well as the 2024 mentorship stuff, I'm going to start scaling back even more, where I feel like I'm looking to see and I'm worried about, hey, did someone leave a comment and do I need to reply to it? Was it good? Was it bad? It's all been great, so I appreciate you, everyone that's already subscribed and listened. Thank you very much. I'm going to move forward to the same kind of concept where if you like what you see, give me a thumbs up. If you don't, give me a thumbs down. Whatever works, man. But I'm going to take away the comments because I find myself worrying about it when I shouldn't be or don't need to be. So I'm going to remove that from my reality and just turn the comments off after this video. So this will be the last one most likely that I have comments open. If you got questions, you can email me if you want to at, what is my email for that one? Let me triple check before I say the wrong one. Pretty sure I know what it is, but I'm getting old. info@danstrades.com. You can reach me there. Anything else you want to add to this before we close her up? 3 for 3, I love that. It's weird because I could have sworn that there was relative equal highs, which is why I took this off earlier on this lunch, which is why I didn't hold it longer. I want to cycle through this real quick. 30-second chart one more time. It's still just a regular. I'm going to laugh if it's the 5-second chart. There it is. It's the 15. I knew there was relative equal highs, and there was a reason that I took the first liquidity point as a target exit. I'm glad I found that before I left. So if you made it this far, kudos to you. I am one of those guys, as I'm listening to ICT, where I listen to it all the way through. If you're not, you're cheating yourself. I'll tell you that. So if you're here and you're listening to this one, kudos for you making it this far. We're almost a half an hour in. And I'm just an average Joe that is trying to learn from the guy that created this language. So there's the reason that I also exited at the first point right here. 15-second chart, relative equal highs. 54.8775. 54.8775. That was why I did not wait for swing points, because it could have easily reversed here, reversed at the top of the session. So, and it was within my 21 tick strategy. Watch. 54.8375. Let's see, where did we enter? Right there. $21 is right there. So I let it run a little bit, didn't I? I could have had the stop right there. 20 and 21. 54.8375. We got more than 21. Nope, we got 21 the nuts, remember? Because that's where I took the trade off. Here was my target. Make rules, people. Follow your own rules. Build your discipline. What kind of heat did I take here? 54.8425. That was as much heat as I took. Yeah, I'm just going to leave that like that because I can't do better than that. I mean, I guess I could if it was 1 tick. Sorry, it's 2. I had 2 ticks of drawdown. or 3 at the most, if depending on where this high was formed and when it closed exactly. I can go down to the 5-second if you really want to see. Why not? We're here. Let's check it out. Inquiring minds want to know. Not really, but let's look anyways. Look, it wasn't even up there. That's 2-tick heat. You can't make that up, man. And you only drop down here. I only drop down here now. Let me rephrase that. After I see things on higher time frame charts. How high doesn't matter. Just a higher time frame. It's usually 1, 5, or 15. I don't go any higher than that anymore. At least not right now. It's kind of funny that price is there right now. That's weird. That's just weird. All right. Thank you again for coming out. Throw a comment. Appreciate you. Like to give me a thumbs up, and I will do more. I'm just going to end with I'm just doing this as real. I don't have to worry about what's lies and what's true because I'm just going to tell it what I've done and like it is. So I don't have to worry about it being active because it's exactly what I'm doing. And I love that. So thanks for everything. Look forward to chatting with you. And maybe if you want, here's the last thing I'll ask. If you made it this far, I probably didn't make it this far. If you ever want to see me do it live, I don't know if I'm going to ever trade live because I don't need that kind of difficulty right now. Maybe I'll do some tape reading. Maybe I'll do some back testing. Let me know. I'll be curious. But I probably won't have the comment section on that either because I'll just do some live. So maybe I'll test the waters. That might be what's coming next for me. All right. Thank you much. Remember, tomorrow was promised for none of us. Live for today.